Hi everyone, welcome back again. And we are Talk for Logic. As you know, uh, our main goal and objective to create a more interesting videos on the basis of interview questions, the technical interview questions. So in our today presentation, we are going to give you some tricky PHP interview questions with their answers. So it's a level 2, the level 1 video I have already uploaded, and if you want to watch that video, please click on the I button which is display at the top of this video. So today our agenda is just about some tricky and more important PHP interview questions. So before starting this video, I would like to request you please subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon if you want to get the more latest updated video. So whenever I will upload or whenever I will upload any, it means new video on any technical topic such like PHP, Node, Angular, React, so you will get updated notification very easily. You no need to find in a YouTube search. So for that, just click on the bell icon. If you like this video, please click on a thumb icon and like this video. So now we can start our today agenda. So in my previous video, I've give you already some trick and technique. It means how you can deal and what are the topics you have to also study while when you will go for the PHP interview. So again, I will start with my first question. So the first question generally it's equal to operator. So interviewer can ask you what exactly the difference between, or maybe differentiate between triple equal to and double equal to operator. So the operator double equal to, it's a cast between two different type if they are different, while the triple equal to operator performs a type safe comparison. That means it will return true if both operands have the same type and the same value. So it means the double equal to generally evaluate with the value, but the triple equal to also evaluate with the value and their type. So in an example, if you can see 1 equal to 1, it's a true, and 1 equal to also true. But if I will try to it means evaluate or implement 1 equal to string 1, then it will give you the false. So it's all about the equal to operator. Now move into a next question. How can we convert array into a string? So it's just a common question. Generally in each and every interview that question must the interviewer can ask. Okay, so the implode function, actually in a PHP having the implode functions. So return a string from the element of array. The implode function accept its parameters in other order. However, for consistency with explode, you should use the documented order of the argument. So suppose you have an array and you want to convert that array into a string. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to put the value. It means on the basis of which value the string will be separated. So I will put over there with the blank and put the array ARR. So if you see the output, all the value of the array will be converted into a string with the prefix of that blank value. So in this blank value you can put anything, either you can put the comma, either you can put the dash or forward slash, backward slash. So whatever you will put as a first parameter into implode, it will convert with that particular value. So now moving to our next question. Next question is, how can we convert a string into an array element? It means vice versa. So in a previous example we convert array to string, and now in this question interviewer can ask you how we can convert a string to array. Okay, so we have a explode functions actually break a string into an array. So it's have a 2 or 3 parameters. So true is the two parameter is the it means required, and the third one is the optional. So what you have to do, first you have a string, so you have to decide on the which character place the string will be explode exactly. So if we just see the output of this example, it will be something like that. So what we actually did here, with the space we are trying to convert the string into the array. So this is the exact output. So now moving to our next question, the interviewer can ask you some array functions. It means the functions which will helpful to manipulate your array. So I just keep some over there. In a PHP, I think more than 100 we have array functions. So if you want to study more about the array functions, it means that will helpful to do the manipulation of over the array. Okay, so I will give the documentation link in a description, but I have keep some of them, such like a in array, array post, array chunk, array merge. It's a common actually when you do the programming. Generally you always, it means it's a common, you will use it. I'm 100% sure. Now the array column, array count values, case sort, size of. So these are those mainly the common functions which we generally use in day-to-day life of the programming. So I keep them, okay, for you for your upcoming interview. So now moving to our next question, the interviewer can ask you what is the use of INI set. Okay, it's a very important because the same question asked in another way. So suppose interviewer can ask you in a mid of execution you have to increase the execution time, or you have to change some setting of the PHP. So what you have to do? So in a PHP we have one function that's called INI set. So PHP allows the user to modify some of its setting mentioned in PHP INI using INI set. This function requires two string arguments. First one is the name of the setting to be modified, and the second one is the new value to be assigned to it. And the given line of code will enable the display error setting for the script if it's disabled. So suppose you have disabled the display error. Actually this is the normal setting, so you can also do the same changes to go into your PHP INI file. You can do it, okay, the same thing. But in a mid of execution, suppose you want to enable or disable the error or some mid of some line of code. So before starting your PHP execution of your file, at the top of your page you can put this line within a PHP tag. So what it will do, it will actually display the error. It means enable the error. So whenever any exception or warning will come, you will be able to see it. So we need to put the above statement at the top of the script so that the setting remains enabled till the end. Also the values set via INI set are applicable only to the current script. Then thereafter PHP will start using the original value from the PHP INI. It's a common thing. Okay, I think I no need to explain it. So just for the one execution, I suppose I have a one PHP file, I did this setting into one PHP file, it will never impact into another one. It means another PHP file. Now moving to our next question. The next question, what is exactly difference between unlink and unset function? So the unlink function is useful for file system handling. We use these functions when we wanted to delete the file from the physical, it means from the physical memory allocation. So in a below example, we have created one file. Okay, we put some values, and after writing properly in that particular file, we can delete it with the help of unlink functions. So now what exactly the unset? The unset function performs variable management. It makes a variable undefined, or we can say that unset changes the value of the given variable to null. Thus in PHP, if a user wanted to destroy a variable, it uses unset. It can remove a single variable, multiple variable, or an element from an array. Let's see an example code. So in example, suppose we have declare a 200. If we echo with the dollar value is equal to 200, and if we will just echo, we will get the output 200. But if we just unset with the val into val1, so what exactly we are trying to see, what exactly the unset has been returned. So if we just echo the dollar value 1, okay, it will give the output as a null. So with the help of unset, we can remove exactly the variable values from the memory. Okay, first of all, so we can remove the single variable or multiple variable with the comma separated values. Okay, it was called comma separated variables names. Yeah. So now moving to our next question. Next question is, what are PHP superglobal? So several predefined variables in PHP are superglobals. First of all, which means that they are always accessible regardless of scope, and you can access them from any functions, class or file without having to do anything special. The PHP superglobal variable are $global, $_server, $request, $post, $get, $file, $env, $cookie, $session. Okay, so these all are the global variables. So if you want to study more about that, I will give the description, or it means the documentation link in the description box. Okay, now moving to our next question, exactly how will you redirect a page? So if you want to redirect page, you have a function which is called headers. So the header functions supplies raw HTTP headers to the browsers and can be used to redirect it to another location. The redirection script should be at the very top of the page to prevent any other part of the page from loading. The target is specified by the locations header as the argument to the header function. After calling this function, the exit function can be used to halt parsing of rest of the code. Okay, so how we can write the header having the function, and function with the value with the location, and the location will put the path. So in the which path we will give it means the web path, web URL, it will be redirect on that particular page. Now moving to our next question. So next question is how to write the content inside file. So file put contains accept a file name and path together with the data to be written to the file, and then writes the later to the former. For example, we have a one variable, and a variable contain one string, and file put contain, if we give the file name with the value, okay, it will it will write that variable value into a file. Okay, and if it is somehow suppose in a which the particular path the system or maybe the code don't have the exact permission to write that particular file, so then you will get an error. So what at that point, if you put with the or with the die, your code will be stop executed. Okay, it will not execute with the echo, and it will give you the error. Okay, because the file put content give you the error exactly. So that somehow any other reason your code is not executed, and if it will be executed, then in an echo you will get the values like data retained inside the file. Okay, now moving to our next question. The next question is, what is include once in PHP? So the include once statement include and evaluate the specified file during the execution of the script. This is a behavior similar to the include statement, which the only differences being that if the code from a file has already been included, it will not be included again, and include once return true. As the name suggests, the file will be included just once. Include once may be used in case where the same file might be included and evaluated more than once during the particular execution of a script. So in this case, it may help avoid problems such as functions redefinitions, variable value, or reassignment, etc. Okay, so it's just all about I have just give you some tricky questions generally, and it means repeatedly asked in an interview. Okay, so the same tips and trick I have already discussed in my previous video. I'm just repeating over there. So suppose you have an interview with the 100%, if you consider your interview for 100%. So the PHP, suppose in a PHP interview, it means you are going to apply as a backend developer or as a full stack developer. So in a both scenario, the interviewer can ask us some question from the HTML, CSS, or maybe from the the JavaScript, or maybe from the other questions such like other logical questions such like interviewer can give you some array operation and they want to ask you some the sorting or some other manipulations, things like that. Okay, rest you already know, which I have already discussed. So it's just all about my today's session regarding the PHP interview of the level 2. The more level I'm going to explain, it means the more tricky, more logical question, what exactly implement in a latest PHP, it means the versions. So this all the questions I will going to update my video or in my channel one by one. Okay, so all the best for your upcoming interview, and thank you for watching this video. If you did not like that channel, please like it. Okay, please like and subscribe, and please support us. We require your support. So actually your support is exactly our the main motivations. Okay, so it's just all about the contribution what I have learned from my experience. I'm just put over there. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you again. Bye bye.